Hello, welcome back to Ghostlight Gamers. This is Childish Things, a Threadbare story, episode 13.
You said it wasn't going to be spooky.
I thought this wasn't a scary episode.
Now we're all terrified.
I love how you like build trust with us like that.
Shoot it down.
I'm not going to play now.
This wasn't in my consent form.
Oh yeah, I didn't ever do that. Sorry, man.
Yeah, some of you still need to turn in your consent form. We're 13 episodes in, but
what is this, a class field trip? Justin, I'm an adult.
So, welcome back. If you're just joining us for the first time, thanks for watching. If you're returning, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, you get a little extra.
Ooh, very much.
Ooh, very much.
So we get that.
My name is Justin, and I am your humble game master / keeper / knowledge knower of secrets / many-eyed one. I have many eyes. I have many eyes.
I see them.
Many eyes. And they're googly.
Okay. And little thing I want to mention today. So I rewatch past episodes that we do just so I can kind of it helps me zone in on the voices that I've come up with again. I don't know if anybody else is a parrot like me, but when I hear the voice again, it's easy to latch back onto. But so I was rewatching the last episode, and you know, it's come to my attention rewatching episodes that I don't hear you guys sometimes when you speak.
Ooh, are we gonna get a prize?
I don't know if Zoom like just kind of messes it up a little bit, or if maybe I like thinking about something else and you guys are speaking to me and I just, you know, think you're saying something else.
We also interrupt you a lot.
Yeah,
and each other.
There is also a thing with Zoom if multiple people are talking where it will lower the volume. So
totally.
It's not as
totally.
crazy.
And it's just gonna happen. But I felt bad because last time you guys, specifically Emma and Andy, you wanted to play a game. I didn't know this. I didn't hear you.
I thought you were just making the choice to refuse to play a game like you always do.
You know, sometimes I actively do that, but I wasn't trying to be a dick this time. And
that's good to know.
I didn't know you guys were trying to race the cars back to actively trying to play a game with that. So I'm gonna make it up to you in the beginning of this episode. You'll figure it out. But
awesome. Also, Justin,
I expect a PayPal or a Cash App.
for future reference, you can just kind of always assume that we're trying to play a game.
Yeah, since we are playing a game.
Yeah, why don't we just build that in?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay. Who's next?
Press F1 to play a game.
Are we introducing ourselves?
Yeah.
I think we are.
Kelsey's next.
Kelsey.
I'm Kelsey.
And talk about your character.
Oh, my character's name is Lucinda. She is she, her, and a doll who is very mothering and loving. And I think the best part about Lucinda is that she's not a traditionally attractive character, but she is very charismatic.
Fantastic. Andy.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Andy. I play Rev, he, him, and he is a toy truck with a hard body and a soft heart.
That's so good. Your voice is like primo today, Andy.
It is a rainy morning. It is a Sunday morning. We just watched Grand Designs, so we are in like a homey NPR sort of mood. So I'm ready for it.
Loving that. What are you drinking? What's making your voice warm and loving?
I had coffee this morning, but that's
Nice.
going to be it. Yeah. Dash of OJ. Not
Dash
in the
of
coffee. Separate.
I've had the same thing.
Emma.
Hi, my name is Emma. She, her, and my character is Summer. Also she, her. Summer is a damaged Debbie doll, so she would be conventionally attractive, but she's kind of got all these chewy marks on her face from where an animal bit into her head and her arms and legs. So she's a little self-conscious about that, but she has a big heart.
Love it. Ryan, wrap us up.
Yeah, my name is Ryan Dennis Botwinick Carusa. I am a fourth generation non-farmer. I play Xoxo, the teddy bear, with a heart of gold and a heart that's red that's on his chest attached by strings. He's also dirty.
That's right. And you may know Ryan from other Twitch things.
Yeah, from other Twitch. If you type in othertwitch.tv.com.
Yeah, he's big on other Twitch.
You'll get so many viruses.
Is that like the dark Twitch? Yeah. Nice.
Cool.
That's like he's big in Europe. He's big on other Twitch.
Other Twitch.
He's big on Truvo or whatever.
Let's go ahead and jump in, yeah?
Yeah.
So, when we last left off, our treasure trotters continued exploring the mysteries of the treasure trove. Rev, Summer, and Olivia met a fierce fire tires named Jill and her eager brother Jack, while getting some stuff from the Ski-Cade Collector's Outpost. Meanwhile, Xoxo and Lucinda learned more about the residents of Home, the House of Mirrors and Mysteries. Eventually, finding each other, they all reached out to the resident god, the Many-Eyed One, who seemed to be a bit shaken by Xoxo's vulnerability. In the end, as everyone else hid from the returning collectors, the group, along with Jill and Jack, ventured out on a secret path to see these supposed enemies. And that's where we'll start today. So, to make it up to you from last time, Jill and Jack propose that they have a silent race through the mirrors, through the Hall of Mirrors with you guys to see who can get to the end fastest. This, again, is an opportunity for you to gain a tie with them since I stepped all over the last one. So, anybody who wants to can roll to play a game, which is plus smile. And
does that include people who did not originally want to play the game? Like, would me and Chelsea be able to do that?
We always wanted to play. We just never got to even say that because of Justin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I got a 9.
9.
Ooh, I got a 3.
Oh no, Rev. Flat tire.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I got a 7.
What is it plus? Sorry, you already said that.
Smile.
Plus smile.
I'm
9,
behind.
7.
Everything's wrong. Ah! This is such good radio!
Radio?
Everything's radio to me because it's
He does.
1920.
I win the race.
You did. I got a 6.
Okay. Well, I set my own little personal DC here, and you had to get a 10 or higher to beat Jack and Jill. So none of you actually
That's
win
fair.
the race,
That's
but
fair.
you have let's see. So Summer, you keep it really close. Somehow you are able to just kind of like run. They're faster than you, but you have like really good just kind of like clocking where they're going and are able to follow them. Let's see, Lucinda, you got a 7, is that right? Xoxo got a 7. Lucinda, what'd you get?
She got a 6.
6.
6. Okay, so Xoxo, you're kind of tagging a little ways behind Summer, not doing too poorly, but Lucinda, sorry about that. Lucinda, you and Rev are kind of towards the back, and at one point Olivia says, "Oh, I think I see them that way." And then you kind of like stop and turn that way, and then you bonk into a mirror, and she says, "Oh, I'm sorry, that was just me." And
Herself.
So then you get a little lost and disoriented, and you eventually find your way to the end, but it takes you quite a while.
Have you ever seen
So-
kids run into that glass maze at the Nelson Art Gallery? When they like
Hilarious.
hit the
Yeah.
wall, it's the funniest thing in the world. That's what I'm seeing.
No.
I've seen adults do it.
So, let's see. Who among you can gain a tie by playing a game? It's the Mekkas, right?
Yeah, it's not
I
me.
think it's the Mekka friendship move, maybe.
Oh,
So I want one. So
How do I get a
both
tie?
of you can gain a tie with either Jack or Jill.
I'll get a
or-
tie with Which one was the one we met first? Was it Jill?
Mhm.
Jill.
I want to gain a tie with Jill then.
And then I will gain a tie with Jack just to balance it out.
That was originally
Wow.
going to be my show and tell for today. But I couldn't find it.
A little fire tires.
All right. I can play with that for hours, so I won't. So you all reach the end, and by the time that Lucinda and Rev get there, you all had a good time. I think it was just not a super. Oh, I should have mentioned. Let's see. Those of you, so Xoxo and Summer, since you rolled a 7 to a 9, you also can choose discovering something new about this game, which would be like racing, I suppose. Or alternatively, you can discover something new about the House of Mirrors and Mysteries. Your opponent respects your skill and treats you with respect from here on out. Or you feel really good about yourself, and the next time that you fail a roll, you do not damage a part. So that's something for the two of you to choose.
I mean, I want to learn more about the House of Mirrors, I think. Because I'm pretty good at fixing myself if I get damaged.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I would like to feel good about myself and not damage a part if I get injured again.
Okay.
'Cause
So
I
mark
seem-
that
I
down
seem
for
to
yourself
get
so you
injured a
remember.
lot.
Or you're the most
does.
fragile. Somehow you're the
No,
most
it's
fragile.
because I
of all
care
of
the
us.
most and I jump right into the fray of the action to save my friends.
You
Obviously, you guys.
Xoxo rushes in.
Yes.
Aw.
Okay, so yeah, so write that down for yourself.
So sorry, Justin, just so I can put it in my
Yeah.
notes. That's
Yeah.
if I have a situation that occurs where I would gain damage, I just don't gain damage, right? For like one turn.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, the next time that you fail and would gain damage, you don't.
I'm just gonna call it my get out of damage free card.
That sounds
Mhm.
perfect.
Put it in my notes.
So Summer, as you're kind of like running and you're kind of keeping up with them and whatnot, there is one moment where you stop, and I think maybe it's what keeps you from winning. But there's a moment where you stop, and because something catches your eye, and you look up and you see a blinking light up in a corner of the room, the top corner. And it blinks and then it goes away, and it blinks one more time and it goes away, and you don't have more time to think about it because you're still racing. But it looks like it's connected to some, like it's attached to some little box in the corner, which Meta you knows is a camera.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're all in the end of this little maze, and Jill says, "Wow, wasn't that so fun?" Ah, okay, I won that time, but I think any of you could win next time because you're really good at racing, especially you, Summer. Wow.
Thank you. You're really good at racing too, Jill. And you, Xoxo. And you, Lucinda. And you, Rev.
No, I did not do a very good job.
Yeah,
But I
he
had a
didn't-
lot of
he wasn't-
fun.
He wasn't very good at all. He came in last, says Jack.
I feel a lot more confident about my skills. I feel like I can protect myself in the future from any damage that might befall me.
Lucinda goes
That's a
and
good
puts
sign
her.
because we actually are. I guess we should be quiet right now. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Lucinda puts her hand on Rev and says,
Sometimes doing a good job is just having a good experience. It's not just about winning.
"That's it."
Yeah, that's true. But I also am kind of embarrassed because I should be fast.
we
'Cause
start-
I-
Are a
yeah, 'cause
known
you're a
vehicle.
car.
Yeah.
Can we
Leah.
start sharing Lucinda quotes? Like, can Lucinda quotes be a thing
Lucinda
that we
quotes,
just
yes.
like share?
Yeah. Hashtag Lucinda quotes.
Justin, real quick, do
Yeah.
they still think that Lucinda and Xoxo are cars?
No, we
you
established
confessed
last
that
time.
last
yeah.
time.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. You came out with the truth, and they were so astonished. There was gasping all around.
Yes.
Um,
There was.
Still
don't know
my
if you
favorite
heard
bit of the
Xoxo's.
entire experience so far.
that's
That
your
one-
favorite bit of this
God, I
entire
love
13
it.
episodes of
Yes.
It was, yeah. I mean, who was that guy? What was his name? I forgot again.
Rasputin?
Moon. No, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. Rasputin.
Wow.
Rasputin.
Okay, so so here you see there is a small hole in the wall, and Jill like rides up to it a little bit, and she says, "Okay, so here's the secret entrance. No, I don't think anybody else knows about this, but if we sneak through here, we should be able to get there's a couple options, I suppose. We can either go around the side and look at them from the side, or we could climb the stairs and look at them from, I think, like the roof, maybe. I don't know. I've never actually gone up there." And Jack says, "Yeah, we're a little like we just we're really cool and stuff, but we don't like necessarily like want to. We're scared of heights." And then she says, "Yeah, we're scared of heights."
Lucinda steps up and says, putting someone else's needs before her own.
I would be willing to go look and relay any information I find down.
I would be
Because
too. Oh, go ahead.
I'm not afraid of heights. That's a deep, vulnerable secret of mine.
Okay,
Check
well,
and
since they already admitted their vulnerable secret, I will say,
What are you afraid of, Lucinda?
Yeah, Jill says, "Wow, so you also are afraid of things?"
Yes, everybody's afraid of things. And sometimes the things that you're afraid of are some of your greatest strengths. Like, I'm afraid of being alone. So I know that about myself, so I'm able to be stronger by surrounding myself with people all of the time.
Wow. Okay, you can get a tie with one of them.
Fuck yes. I'll get it with Jill.
Go ahead.
So says, "Well, I'm not afraid of heights either. Actually, I've fallen quite a few times and have not died yet, so it's kind of made it like, very pedestrian for climbing high things for me, so I'm good with that too."
Cool. Maybe should we split up and like some people go on the roof and some people go around the side? Or is that a bad idea? I don't know. I
think that'd probably be fine. We split up before when we were cars, and
Yeah.
everything turned out fine there, so I have no reason to think splitting up's going to be like a very big detriment to our...
Well, yeah, and if we get to a good spot and you guys get to a good spot, then...
Yeah, we could... Hey, oh my gosh, guys! Let's create a signal. So if we get into trouble, then Lucinda, what should we do? If we get into
I'll
trouble...
clap. I'll do one clap.
With your little soft hands, that'll just be like... It'll just sound like that.
Well, you have to
How
listen
about
very
I
carefully.
go... I'll say...
Oh, you clap. You clap.
I got soft hands too. I'll say,
Soft hands can clap.
woo! So if we get into trouble, I'll go, woo! Like a dog.
Are we still concerned at all about being quiet, or
That's why
Well,
I was
that-
wanting to clap.
Yeah, well, that would be if it was like, oh no, the
This is bad.
stuffing's hit the fan.
so we
need to-
shouldn't, because we wouldn't need to be concerned about being quiet anymore because the stuffing had hit the fan.
The
So
fan.
now it's okay to be loud,
Yeah.
Right,
and
because
so
the
the
fan
signal
is on.
can be loud,
So we don't
Fan
know.
Right.
is on and
and the
Oh,
stuffing
yeah,
is everywhere.
the
Ugh.
fan will
That's
buffer the
everywhere.
sound.
I'm sorry, that's
Just
gruesome.
gruesome.
Hey friends, when
need to
you're
put a
up on
rating
the
on this
roof, when you're up on the roof, I did notice earlier when we were in the House of Mirrors, there was something blinking up really high. So maybe when you're up there, look out for something that might be blinking.
Do you know
Maybe
what?
it's Peg.
Maybe it
Yeah,
is
maybe
Peg.
Peg
She's
is blinking.
shiny.
Does Peg
She's
blink?
very shiny. She's very sparkly. Maybe she could blink.
So the light can catch her sparkles.
Yeah, could you point up to like the general area that it was?
Sure. And she does.
Sure. So you look up. It's you don't see any here. You don't see any blinking lights or those boxes attached to the ceiling here.
Oh yeah, it was attached to a box. Just so you know.
Mm.
This is we're all on the same page.
All right,
I don't
we'll
see
keep
any
an
now.
eye out for a box with the blinking light on it while we're up there.
And we'll go around the corner.
Okay.
And Jack and Jill will go with
Hi.
you two, along with Olivia. So
We'll
just
go with who?
Xoxo and Lucinda. Xoxo and Lucinda are going to the roof, and everybody else is going on the ground.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so let's see. You all kind of make your way silently through the little entrance, through the little hole in the wall that is covered a little bit with some junk and whatnot, and they kind of help move it aside and go through. So it's pretty dark out at this point. If I have my timetable right, let's see, because you guys got there. Yeah, you know what? It's dark. We'll just go with it. And so, Xoxo and Lucinda, you two go up. There's immediately a staircase that leads up. You seem to be on the back of the building, but on a different corner than the one that you entered originally with Mal through. And so there's these stairs. It's just kind of a little bit of a one staircase going this way, and then a little bit of a switchback, and it goes up, and that's the roof. So just like a 2-story staircase, basically. So as you kind of slowly make your way up the stairs, it's kind of like, lift yourself up, sit, that kind of a thing. You start making your way up there. Everybody else slowly kind of creeps around the corner, and out there you see and hear that the lights and the music is kind of currently going right now. It's like, that kind of thing. You see the headless Zoltar once more is like, Zoltar knows your fate, or whatever it is. And you catch a glimpse of you catch a glimpse of a red wagon cart, big wheels. I mean, it's pretty large. It's bigger than any of you. And it's
Does it say stereo glider on the side?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Is there just like a little swoosh?
Yeah, there's a swoosh, but there's no words. I mean, it would say that if it could. But
It would say
can't.
radio flyer.
Yeah.
That's why
Oh,
I
I
said
thought that's what you
stereo
said.
glider. No, stereo glider, dog. I'm real good at this.
Whoa.
You
didn't
Kelsey.
even notice
it. Yes, I
Suck it
apologize
in.
for being so cagey with you.
I should
Yeah,
create
wow.
branding for
Stereo
television shows.
Wow.
Glider. Stereo glider. It's a stereo glider on the side, and it's just kind of like strolling, like almost in a creepy way, like if you were to see like in a horror film, like just a random like baby stroller that's just like just going through
Oh, boy.
like down the street or something.
Is it
That's
singing like
basically-
Mary Had a Little Lamb or something?
No, but you know what? It is whistling. It is
Good.
whistling. It's kind of like strolling down the thing, and it's like,
Oh, so this wagon is sentient. Okay.
it is
Sorry,
sentient.
I was-
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Um,
Rev, there's a person up there.
Oh wow.
What should we do?
Watch it, I guess.
Jack
What
says,
are we
that's
looking?
What?
That's one of the collectors. Don't let them see you.
Do we see that, or just they see it?
Just them. You're
Okay.
still climbing the stairs.
Oh, we're still coming.
Well, what are we? I might have forgotten why we were out here in the first place. Can you remind me what we're looking for?
I think we just wanted to get a glimpse of the collectors so that we knew what we were potentially up against.
And
Okay.
also, Mr. Xoxo said that he wanted to talk to them and maybe become friends. And
Oh,
right. I'm
that's
not
cool.
totally
No.
convinced that's a good idea though.
He
No.
said that was a bad idea.
If we see Xoxo trying to make friends with him, we should probably go in and be backup.
Well, he is on the roof, so hopefully that prevents him from interacting with them unless he decides to maybe yell from the rooftop to these potentially malevolent beings.
We need to make sure that we don't tip them off about home. I don't know if the collectors know that this is a safe place.
Agreed.
So, as that's happening, Xoxo and Lucinda, you've gotten to the top of the staircase, and there is a rooftop up here. There's lots of gross puddles. You actually find a number of things up here. So there's some like rocks and stones and kind of just like debris and things like that. Different pieces of wood and cardboard and litter and trash and whatnot that seem to have been like swept up here. And you see kind of the first thing that catches your eye, kind of in the middle of the rooftop, is a it looks like it's an electrical box essentially, but it's kind of damaged and partially open, and it's like sparking, like you know, little jolts of electricity are coming out of it. And
we
there
assume
are
that was the thing that Summer pointed out based on her description.
No, because it
Maybe.
doesn't have blinking lights, right? Or does it?
I mean,
Because
the
there's
jolts
sparks.
kind of it is a box with little lights on it, so technically speaking, it might be. Make a let's see. Is there a roll you can make? You know that this is definitely not the location that she would have seen it in.
Cool.
That would have been inside, and this is outside. So, but you do find there are cords coming out from it, and that go around the side of it. So what do you want to do? That's kind of on one side of the roof. If you wanted to go get a good glimpse of the boardwalk, you'd have to go to kind of the edge of the other side of the roof. Where do you want to go?
So
I'm gonna run.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna run over to the other side to look down.
Okay.
I want to go look at the power box, and I want to remember a sad thing.
That's what it's called now, because every time I make it sad.
Where I damage one part and gain +1 hold, which you can use to apply real-world logic or science to solve a problem, and I will use my get out of damage free card to not get damaged. And I want
Smart.
Thanks. GG's. I want to see if Xoxo can tell and discern what this is, what it would be used for, and if possible, if it is working properly or if it is not.
Okay. Yeah. So you go over to it, and we go into your mindscape, and we see you are being held joyfully by a little girl, who's kind of like skipping around the house, down the hallways and whatnot, and everything's going great, but you see she's holding a fork in her hand. And then she trips accidentally, and she falls over, and you're now laying on the ground with her, but you kind of like, you act as like a pillow as she falls over and kind of like rests her head, and then she just staring at an outlet in the wall in front of her.
Listen, what are you about to do?
Not comfortable with child murder.
That's not what's gonna happen, you guys. It's okay. I'm not gonna kill her
okay.
yet.
It's going to make her more brilliant.
That's how she became the Flash.
And that's what ended the world.
Oh no!
So yeah, she like starts to like put the fork towards the outlet, and then you hear a voice come from over afar, and it's her dad, and he scoops her up and he says, no, we're not gonna do that, give me that please, and he takes the fork from her, and then he starts talking to her about electricity and telling her how it works. This was all just my way of getting you a lecture on electricity and how it works, because I couldn't think of another way to do that.
You're a
You couldn't
regular
have just
Bill
been
Nye.
Oh my gosh.
It could have been.
Yeah,
I know.
I couldn't have been like in the basement when the dad goes down to fix the breaker and talk.
Or watching Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, or
Full
any of
House
the other
talk.
informative TV
Schoolhouse
shows
Rock?
like Baby Geniuses.
Okay,
Baby
from now
Geniuses,
Trials
on-
and Daydreamin is the only way.
We love you, Justin. We're just kidding.
I love
You're-
how you did
on,
it.
Every
was
time
brilliant.
So does learn something, it's just him sitting on the couch watching Schoolhouse Rock to learn. It
Next
makes
time
my
he
heart
rolls,
bleed.
he's gonna learn about a
Episode
bill.
104 of
Yeah.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Anyway, so then he sits her down in front of the couch and watches Schoolhouse Rock and teaches her about electricity. And that is how you learn about electricity. And you can tell
Sparks.
that my mouth hurts, damn it. You can tell that this is a very dangerous electrical box, but it is functioning in some way, and it seems to have been damaged. But looking at how the cords are functioning and whatnot, if you had to guess, you would think something is drawing power from this box.
Okay, and when you say damage, does it look like it's damage like time has gotten the better of it, or does it look like it's damage like somebody hit it or busted it?
It looks like, mostly time, I would say,
Okay.
and maybe like, hailstorms and shit or something like that.
Well, I want.
So it doesn't look like it's been caught on fire and stuff.
No.
We're torn apart.
Through some misdeeds.
Not torn apart by like a person who like tried to damage it. More torn apart by like weather and time and rust and that kind of thing.
So like it's damage, not like you broke your ankle, but more like you put too much pressure on yourself when you have to take tests in school. And then, okay, great.
Yep.
So I want to follow the. I want to
Say
follow
yes.
the power lines. I want to follow the. You said
Okay,
that they're
well-
powering something.
Yeah. So while you're doing that, Lucinda, over the edge, you see a number of things. The first thing that catches your eye is a large Mekka that is in the shape of a dinosaur. It is a large. It's taller. It's bigger than any of you on your team. It's not as big as the stereo glider, but you haven't actually seen the stereo glider. It's on the other side, on the side of the building over there. Anyway, point is, it's a large T-Rex for metagame knowledge. And walking alongside it, just as large, actually, if not a little taller, is a very large baby doll that is not wearing clothes, I guess, but it's one of those that has like plastic arms and then like a malleable kind of soft body, except for the fact that the body is wrapped in duct tape around, like almost like a cast or something like that.
Poor baby.
What'd you say?
Poor baby.
Oh.
I think we're not going to feel sorry for the baby in a little bit, but let's see.
And the two of them are standing, and just they seem to be talking, but it's a little too far away. You can't hear. By this point, all the lights and all the crazy, music and stuff kind of shuts down again, and your vision of them kind of gets much dimmer and darker. So you can still make out their outline, but it's harder to get the details now. Same for you down below who are looking at the stereo glider. Lucinda, is there anything you want to do?
No, I think I'm content to keep looking.
Okay.
Justin, when the lights go down, does the electrical box change at all?
When the lights go down.
You said like the lights and the sounds.
Right. No, it doesn't.
Oh, interesting.
Can Summer pull out her stethoscope? It makes her a better listener.
Sure.
Okay.
So yeah, Summer, you pull out your stethoscope, and what do you want to do?
I want to see if we can hear like anybody. You said that they were talking, and I don't know if we see those people, but I want to see if I hear anything now that all of the music has stopped.
That's cool. Let's say, let's call this a find something.
Cool.
So it's plus scrounge.
Okay.
Scrounge up some sound.
Scrounging up some sound. Let me double check. I either have a +1 or a +2. I have to remember all of the different things. +2, baby.
Yes.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2,
Here we
2.
go. I got an 8. Not the worst.
Nice.
Okay.
Passes.
Let's see. So yeah, I'll say you hear the target of what you were like listening for, and you hear a conversation exactly kind of what you were wanting to target. Exactly. Or so pick one of these. Sorry, pick that. You pick. It's not dangerous that you're listening, or that. Well, the other one doesn't make sense. So just those two. Which one do you want to pick?
Either
so
I.
You hear like a perfect conversation, or it's not dangerous that you're listening.
I want to hear the conversation.
Okay. Rev's like, no,
Danger.
So the conversation, you kind of listen, and you actually hear the stereo glider has stopped whistling and is talking out loud. And he says, man, that was an awesome load we had just last one, right? I mean, like, we're sure to like move up the ranks, right? And he specifically says, right, Chuck? And a voice from a location you can't see, but you hear a voice say, hang on, it's new characters. Yeah, all right, Glider, all right, yeah. Listen, we play things right, and we'll be back in the home base in no time, all right? All we gotta do is bring in a few more good loads like the last one. Yeah, I know, bro, but like, I mean, I've never seen a toy like that one. I mean, it's like shiny and sparkly. Like, I mean, how? Where does that even like come from, man? Yeah. I know. Let's just keep your lid on. Okay. Let's go talk to Dr. T. And so they start driving or riding closer over out of your line of sight, basically.
And I think Summer says in like a excited whisper, "Oh, Rev, I think they're talking about Peg. I think they have Peg."
I can't hear anything they're saying.
That's why I'm telling you.
Oh.
And at that moment, you see, or you hear, I suppose. I'm assuming you're still kind of, and you're like leaning over the side to like tell him as you're listening, as you have your little stethoscope out, and you hear the stereo glider say, "Hey, what was that? You hear something?
Dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go check it out." And so they turn from where they were and they start heading over your direction. What do you guys want to do?
I motion to the others like, go.
Okay.
They don't know that this Hall of Mirrors and Mystery is like a secret hideout, do they?
Doesn't seem like it, no.
So I'm kind of nervous about drawing them back over to this place, so I might want to be a distraction and drive in a different direction.
Cool. So Jack and Jill are kind of like stuck. They seem kind of scared. They're not really sure what to do. Like, do they go back? Do they go forward? And so they look to you, Summer, and they say, "What do we do? What do we do?"
Go back inside. You have glow-in-the-dark stickers on you. They'll see you no matter what.
Oh, okay. And they zoom off around the corner back inside.
I want to stay with Rev. I don't want him to be alone. I guess he always has
Okay.
Olivia, but
Okay, so so you hop in Rev's bed, and Rev, what are you doing? The glider is, you can actually see it coming, like through the darkness. It's coming in this direction.
So I guess if it's coming at me, it's coming at us, and we're near the building. I want to go in like a 90-degree angle away from the building, and if it's coming towards us, I'm going this way.
Okay. And are you doing so quietly so they can't see you or hear you, or are you trying to gather their attention?
Oh God. I am going to try and do this. God. I'm going to do it fast.
Okay. I'm gonna say roll a run away, which is a plus scuffle.
I like that. 12.
yes.
12, nice. So on a 10 plus, you avoid the danger completely. What I'm gonna take that to mean is that you successfully distract them, pull their gaze away from the House of Mirrors and Mysteries, so they don't, in their minds, there's nothing of interest there, and instead you kind of gather their focus towards you. So you start kind of like making some noise as you go over the boardwalk, and they over there, and kind of follow after you. And as that's happening, Xoxo, you are on the roof, and you said what are you doing?
I wanted to follow the power lines
Right.
that were going off that box.
So you follow the cords. They kind of snake down the side of the roof. Not the side of the roof. Down the roof. They just go, they lead you towards the other end. And there, you see they actually drop down into a hole in the roof. Excuse me. The hole is just big enough for someone like you to get through if you needed to. But they go down into darkness.
I look up. Do I see Lucinda?
She's a little ways away on the other side of the roof. You'd have to yell to get her attention.
I want to peek into the hole and I can't see anything. It's just completely dark, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want to climb down the hole.
We all knew.
Yeah.
Classic Xoxo.
Classic Xoxo.
Yeah. So you,
Lucinda in 20 minutes is gonna be like, what?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was trying to see.
So you climb down the hole on the rope, on the cords.
Yeah, on the cords, using the cords. As a rope.
Yeah. So you Tomb Raider yourself down into this thing, and at the bottom, you land and you see it is very dark all around you. But now that you're here and your eyes have adjusted a little bit in the darkness, you actually do see down the way a little bit. The cords continue down and go through a doorway that is slightly ajar, and some light is coming from the other side of it.
This is exactly what I wanted. So I want to sneak over to the door and try to peek my head inside. Not opening the door, but if it's just slightly ajar, I want to put my head in there and see if I can see anything.
Okay.
As sneaky as possible.
Yeah, as sneaky as possible. You do so. Inside, you see a figure, and they are lit by some dim, and some of them are cracked, but you see a number of different screens, a number of computer screens. I don't know that you've seen any working computer screens in your in your life.
In the before times, probably.
Yeah, that's true. If you want to use a hold, you can kind of understand better what these are. Yeah, you just see these images on these screens out in front, and in front of them you see there is a sock, and they are kind of crumpled over, and you hear the faint sound of maybe crying.
Do I get an impression that there's anybody else in this room?
You don't sense anybody else, no?
Okay. Well, Xoxo sees the sock crying, and I want to, slightly open the door quietly and say, "Hey, are you alright?"
Turns back and looks at you and says, "Xoxo?" And then we're gonna cut over to Lucinda. Lucinda, what are you up to?
Oh no, Emma and Andy got switched on the Zoom call.
Sorry, I got a call on my phone.
They're each other.
You are, you have to play each other.
Now that I'm Rev,
Yeah.
I would like to.
Yes. Everyone thought that was going to be me this whole time. So first of all, fuck you, Justin and Ryan.
Oh, that's so good. Well, just keep it, I guess, right?
No, I
point
fixed it.
changing it.
Who do you think I am?
Aw.
Of course I fixed it.
Aww.
That's why this guy is so hot on other Twitch. He
Mhm.
knows how to fix things.
So
the
hot on
fly.
Dark Twitch. Yes.
Lucinda, what are you?
So Lucinda, she's definitely somebody who likes to stick to a plan and respects the job that she has, and so she's still over at the edge of the building like this,
Okay.
eagerly looking, because it worked a minute ago. So she saw
Yeah.
something, so she's ready to see something again.
So, as you do that, you actually hear the noise that Rev makes as he starts kind of clunking on the boardwalk, and you kind of like shimmy yourself over to the corner of the building and see Rev taking off into the fog, and the stereo glider following. You're seeing the stereo glider for the first time, following suit away from the building.
And I've never seen anything like the stereo glider before either.
Right.
Okay.
And
So
the other
say
two don't
this is
seem
the
to have
corner of the
noticed.
building. I'm like
Yeah.
here. Rev
Yeah.
and the stereo glider are going that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so away
And
from
then
me. Okay.
Back to like your right in that direction, across the way, you
Mhm.
see the T-Rex and the baby doll. And then as that happens, you hear that loud moaning again. And it seems like it's just kind of it's hard, it's so disorienting, it's hard to know because it kind of just scares you for a second. After that happens, the lights happen again. Anything else you want to do before I move on?
Yeah, I would say just to like what I do next time is I see Rev, I'm like, oh shit, I think he's in trouble. And I look around for Xoxo, who I assume has been with me this whole time,
Yeah.
focused like I've been, and he's not. And so I'm like, and now Rev's in trouble, Xoxo's in trouble, like her heart's beating in her chest. So she runs sort of the perimeter of the roof to see if she can see where Xoxo is.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do that this turn since you haven't really had a chance to do much yet. So yeah, you start kind of like running around and quickly find the cords, or as you're just running the perimeter, I guess, you see that there's the hole and the cords going down into it.
Does it seem like I can slide down them? I slide down them.
Okay, so you go down in the hole, and as that's happening, we'll cut over to Summer and Rev and Olivia in their hot pursuit. So Rev, you have successfully drawn them towards you. What would you like to do? Are you trying to escape them? Are you trying to go to a certain location?
No, I think it's mostly just to kind of get them away from home and get away from them.
Okay. So you have your headlights on is a question.
I didn't, and I think I would like to keep them off just so I'm not drawing attention.
Okay. I'm going to say make another runaway check, and this one's at -1.
Great.
Wait, I thought the lights just came back on.
Well, not yet. Sorry, that hasn't happened yet for you
okay,
guys.
sorry.
This is the beginning of your hot pursuit.
I typically have +2, so I'll give myself +1 instead.
Sure.
I got a 9.
9.
9.
Okay.
9.
Right? I'm so glad you watched that now, Emma.
I know. Also, guys, it's raining now.
I know.
It is.
We can all be happy.
Feels cool.
It's romantic.
So here's your choice. I'm giving you a choice here, Andy.
Thank you.
You can either escape them, but lose
Oh no.
someone,
No.
or you can stick with them, and all of you will basically get caught, essentially, or at least seen.
Can I use a hold to notice something that hasn't been noticed yet?
Yes.
I would like to do that, please.
But I will tell you, it's not it's not necessarily a physical thing. It's more of an idea.
Okay, I love ideas.
So what you've noticed, what kind of dawns on you as you're running away from them, is the fact that, to your knowledge, these collectors typically go after softie toys, and at the moment, none of you are softies. In your 3 of you in your group, so there's a chance that they may not see you as prey, essentially. So you may not be in immediate danger if you are caught.
Okay, then my choice is to stick together.
Okay.
Can I do a thing? Can I do a thing though?
Oh yes, of course.
Okay, so Summer, not sure what Rev's plan is. While it's still dark, I want to take the paste that I found in the place we were at, the ski-cade, and she wants to, like, Wacky Race style, like, squirt it off the back in hopes that it'll get the wagon stuck.
That's fantastic.
Don't worry, Rev. I have a plan.
Oh, good.
That's so good. So, make me an act under pressure,
Okay.
Summer.
Is
Plus
that
scuffle.
plus scuffle? Cool. I got a 6.
Damn. Okay.
Is that a failure?
So you fail, and things get worse for trying.
Oh
Um,
That's the worst outcome. That's the worst possible outcome you can imagine.
So I think what happens is, Summer, you are trying to squeeze this paste, but you forget to take the lid off, and you're like, it's not working. Oh no! And you fall out of Rev's bed. You're gonna take 1 damage, Summer.
Ow!
So damage 1 part, and you fell off, which maybe Rev is what gets you to stop anyway.
I was gonna say I probably noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, Summer's laying on the ground. Rev, you kind of skirted to drifted to a little stop, and coming up from behind, the stereo glider wheels up, just kind of lands, and at that point, and it lights up, and everybody kind of sees everybody like pretty easily. And you also see that stepping up out of the interior of the stereo glider is a small Blocko figure that has like an eye patch kind of like drawn on one eye, like rudely, and has like some like kind of markered like bits of all over him. He's wearing like a business suit, a Blocko business suit essentially. So it's like painted on the blocks, and yeah, and he's got like 2 extra little like, I don't know, cubes, we'll say, on his feet that kind of make him stand up a little higher, just so he like maybe seems a little taller. And he kind of steps up and he says, "All right, Yos, who are you, and what do you want?"
Oh, well,
we're
just 2 friends
on
a
boat trip.
I don't even think they have to roll. I think they nailed it.
I know.
I
It's
think
so
that was
good. It's so good.
Look, and she points at Olivia, hoping, and she gestures towards her head, indicating that Olivia should put on her pirate hat.
Mm-hmm.
And Olivia shifts and she kind of glomps up into the pirate hat and she says, I am their captain on the ship. I am, and you better help us out, mister, because I'm Captain Ahoy, Captain Ahoy. And she looks like down at you guys with her googly eyes like, oh god. And the stereo glider says, oh, that's pretty cool. Hey, do me a favor, and one of you roll look fierce.
Do you want to, Rev?
What is it?
Plus strong arm.
I think we both have the same strong arm.
I think.
Mine's
Do we have the
plus
exact
1.
same stats, Summer?
My scrounge is +2, my smile's -1, my strong arm is +1, and my scuffle is 0.
Okay, then no. Okay, so 2d6 +1. Look fierce. I am not very fierce. I got a 5.
A 5. Okay. So even with all of this, Chuck, the Blocko, says, yeah, okay. Why don't we talk a little more over at our place? It's not so safe out here, huh? Why don't you follow us back there?
Oh, what's so dangerous around here? This looks like a very fun place with lots of bright lights and music.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty fun actually. Okay, shut up, glider. Okay, no, there's dangers out here. You friends on a boat trip, you may be here for a party, but I'll tell you what, it's not all party time around here. There's some really dangerous people out there. All right, so why don't you come back with us? Come on.
So I say as loudly as I can, all right then, I guess we'll go back with you to your base to stay safe.
And you say that very loudly and hopes that someone would hear you. Unfortunately, there's nobody on the roof anymore, and or at least not that you know of. So you start following them back over towards the ski-cade. While that's happening, Xoxo.
Yeah.
There is a really tattered, kind of holy Argyle sock, kind of crumpled up on like the desk, if you will. And as he turns around, Xoxo? How? Oh no! Don't look at me. I'm not. You shouldn't be here. How did you get here?
I came down the cords and I opened the door. Before that, I was a car and then I was on a boat. Do I know you?
Oh.
Do I know this sock, Justin?
No, you've never seen the sock before. And the sock says, "No, you don't know me.
Well, how do you know me?
Not the real me. My name's Albert, and this is hard to say. You see," and then you hear Lucinda come down behind you. And Lucinda, you are there, and you kind of walk up from behind and see this, just like this open doorway, all this lights coming through from these screens, and you see Xoxo and the sock kind of talking.
Hello, my name's Lucinda. What's your name?
Oh, hi, Lucinda.
This is our new friend Albert, I say.
Albert!
I have something to confess to you.
I love close friendships.
Well, I'm not. I haven't been honest with you.
You haven't been honest for the 20 seconds we've known each other?
I'm the many-eyed one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's neat. But you only have how many eyes does the sock have?
One, and it's hanging off. It's a button eye, and it's hanging off with a thread.
Oh, yeah. You are the many-eyed one.
So you've been playing a game.
You're not angry?
Well, I mean, do I have a reason to be angry?
Yeah, why would we be angry?
Well, I've lied. I've lied.
Sometimes we lie because we're insecure about ourselves, but if we work on that and we work on being more honest and truthful, we can grow.
That's true. And honestly, we didn't really know what the many-eyed one was, so...
Yeah, lots of people said you do bad stuff, but I wanted to make sure for myself. It seems like you're just, an honest Abe sitting here.
Honest Albert.
Honest Albert. Honest Al.
Al.
Maybe I'll start calling you Honest Al.
Honest Al.
Oh, you can cry. That's fine. If you
Would
need
you
to
like
get
me
those
to hug
emotions
you?
out.
And kind of gives like a subtle nod.
Okay,
when you say that.
Lucinda hugs Albert.
Xoxo wants to check out the screens while that's happening.
Okay.
Xoxo and Lucinda are the parents that every child deserves.
I know, it's so good.
Jesus Christ.
Kidding.
So yeah, you're looking at the screens. You see fuzzy images of the common room, and you see let's see, Quentin. You see Quentin laying in bed there. Quentin. And you also see like the front secret entrance where Quigley and Mal are standing guard. And you see a number of other things, including the exterior of the building, on which you see the boardwalk, and you see Rev, Summer, and Olivia are kind of riding, I suppose, alongside of a stereo glider, and they're heading towards the ski-cade. And right as that happens, the power shuts off, and the exterior cameras go dark. The interior ones, however, stay on. And yeah, that's what you see.
This might be a long shot. Is there a way for Xoxo to tell if one of these cameras is pointing and seeing a direction from where, like, to associate the blinking light thing that Summer was talking about to one of the cameras?
I mean, I guess I could do the
remember a sad thing again, but
You might have to, because it is
Okay.
kind of a long shot for you to be able to associate images on a screen with a random.
all right,
blinking
I'm not
clock.
gonna do that then because I don't think it's necessary. I just
mean,
thought it
you
would be
see, I guess. Okay, you know what? Roll a think it through for me.
and that would be a plus
Strong arm.
2d6. 6.
6. Okay, so you see, you see the angle of the cameras and whatnot, but you still don't really associate that with the blinking box. Something seems kind of like you just can't quite put the puzzle pieces together, but you know that they somehow are correlated. So
Okay.
yeah.
Does it look like there's like a communication device of any kind, as if like Albert could have been giving orders to people, or?
Yeah, I don't know that you would know what that is, unless you, you know, just because I don't think you've ever seen any of this stuff before, right?
Yeah,
So-
I'll do that because I think it's important. If I could find a way to communicate to like the whole place or whatever.
Sure.
Because
Sure.
that's kind of what we know about the mini-eyed one, is that they like are in charge, right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
So-
I know.
How is it, Albert, that you are able to talk to us when we're somewhere else?
Well, you see, I'll just tell you everything, okay?
Great.
Probably easier that way.
Yeah, just let
Um,
it out. We're here for
Let
you.
it
Yeah.
out. Sometimes it
So-
helps to tell a friend.
So, a while ago, Linda, my mate, we were traveling. We were looking for a new place to be. We were cast out of our last place, and they didn't really like us. And so we came here, and right as we got here, there was a fire. There was these flames, and I told her, I said, "Come on, let's run. We don't want to get hurt." And she said she heard someone calling for help, and she said we had to help them. So she went towards the fire, and I didn't. I was scared. But eventually I realized I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be without Linda. So I followed her, and I saw that she had helped someone from burning. It was Mal. And Linda, she helped Mal, but not before she got... She's gone now. And I'm alone.
Not
I'm
anymore.
so sorry, Albert.
But
We're here with you, and we might not be your sock mate, but we can still help you and be friends.
You don't have to be alone.
Well, I found... So I came here to hide from the fire. And I found this room. And eventually the others found this place too. And I wanted to talk to them, but I knew that if they knew I was a sock, they wouldn't let me stay. So I realized, I found that if I press this button, and he shows you on the mic, like there's a microphone.
Mm-hmm.
If I press this button, I sound like a different person, and they can hear me, and I can talk to them, and I can be their friend. But that wasn't enough. I needed to be useful. They needed, otherwise they throw me away too.
Well, I'm not gonna throw you away, Albert. What is it that you tell them to do, though?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you talk with them, and they kind of talk to you as if you're the one in charge here. So what is it that you're having them do if you're giving them orders?
Oh, I'm just trying to keep them safe. No orders other than to just stay safe and stay inside. You see, I can see when the collectors come and go from these screens. I don't know how or why, but that's how they work.
Do you know who the collectors are and why they're coming here?
I've seen them do things from these screens. They took one of us originally, and they took them and they destroyed them. They pulled them apart.
For what?
I don't know.
Do you know how we can get rid of these collectors?
No.
Maybe they're misunderstood like you are.
I would never do that to a toy.
I'm not saying you would do that to a toy. I'm saying that sometimes the worst inside of us comes out because of the situations that are brought upon us and not because we're evil or mean. So maybe it's worth figuring out why they feel the need to do that so that we can make the world better for all toys, not just us.
I have an idea. I think you should tell the others who you are and tell them that you were the many-eyed one and we're here and we'll support you and show them that we think it's beautiful to be a sock.
Maybe. I think it's time. I think you're right. But we should wait until the collectors leave again. They're too dangerous. And what if Rasputin and Mal, what if they get mad and they throw me out there to the collectors? I don't want that. I'll just leave. I'll just go find another place.
We'll keep you safe, or we'll try our best at least. I don't
we don't want to make false promises, but the other thing is I think Mal will probably appreciate you.
You've done a lot of good to keep
very
toys
kind
safe.
and very loving, and you know, Linda helped save Mal.
And Albert says, okay, I'll tell the truth for Linda. And
then maybe the others can have some ideas that'll help, knowing this excellent tool that you have up here.
And we'll pause that scene for now and head over to the ski-cade where Rev, Summer, and Olivia have just arrived. And you go inside. As you're going inside, you see there is a large T-Rex toy and a large baby doll toy, and the two of them, the T-Rex kind of looks down at you and kind of gives like a low grumble, and the doll just kind of blinks like these eyelashed eyes, and it's very ominous. And as they go, they're kind of like these two pillars that are kind of on either side of the entrance to the ski-cade. And from behind you, Chuck says, all right, yeah, so welcome to the ski-cade. Let's have ourselves a little chat here, okay? And at the end of it, if you seem useful, maybe we can find a spot for a toy like you in the collectors here, okay? And if not, well, I'm sure we'll find something to do for you, huh? And you all kind of drive into the ski-cade, into the lion's den, if you will. And I think that's probably where we should stop this session today.
Oh boy.
What'd you say, Emma?
My heart is pounding.
This could be rough.
Okay.
This could be a rough situation for you two. I think we're gonna be fine though. But
yeah, you all sound great.
Yeah, we're in a good. We're discovering, loving.
You guys.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we will most likely conclude this story arc next week.
Oh boy.
You know, going off of our 4-episode arcs. So next week, same time, same place. We'll be here, and we'll wrap up what happens on the Eyes on the Prize storyline, maybe.
Look at my situation.
Hi, Kitty.
Hey, Kitty.
Hi, Caradwin. TT.
So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know if you did on follow us on social media and whatnot. What's the
You can follow us. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, at GhostlightKC. We are Ghostlight Gamers. You can also follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook group where we're just like having fun conversations and talking about the toys we like. So if that sounds like a good time to you, you should join our Ghostlight Gamers Facebook group.
Yeah. The toy tournament is still going on. Emma's kicking butt with that. We're getting down into like Sweet 16. I guess we're like
we're
16.
we're pretty
round to 32.
Nice.
Let's see. I believe that the latest is Ponies versus Transformers. I think that was our last.
My Little Ponies?
Yeah, My Little Ponies.
Just
Regular ponies.
Just regular
life-size
ponies.
actual animal ponies.
Yeah.
y'all didn't have ponies when you're growing up?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Just didn't know if they were TM'd
okay.
or not.
We better get out of here. So until next week, thank you for watching. Stay safe, wear masks, love each other, and
Vote.
see you next.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.